in skateboarding, it's like if you're good and you get sponsored, you could actually see how you could have a future with it to a certain extent. Like you could actually make some decent money and everything. Other sports, like in BMX, you have to be really, really like one of the absolute best riders to make any money, you know? Like, is parkour, would you say it's an easy way to earn a living?
There's
or
only
no?
like, what, 7 Red Bull athletes in all world. And it's still very young. Like skateboard or BMX, you guys way ahead of us, like 20 years easily. We're still very young sport. And not that many people. I feel like maybe 10 people in the world make living out of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe more, but like I feel like pure parkour, you know, not like a gym owner or like a coach and stuff like that. There's definitely maybe less than 10.
Right. Yeah. Interesting. One thing that I heard Jimmy mention that I thought was interesting is that parkour kind of struggles because there's not really like a thing to sell to the audience. You know, like in BMX, you sell bikes, skateboards, you sell clothes, you sell all this shit to people, shoes, etc., energy drinks. But then with parkour, it's kind of like, well, everybody just wears what, like sweatsuits, fucking Nike
like
tracksuits,
regular
shoes,
stuff,
yeah.
No, I know. I don't know. I don't know what, like, maybe you have to come up with like some special shoes, but I don't know. Like some people like to train bare feet.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of parkour, that you don't need anything.
Right.
A lot of kids would like, oh, I want to start parkour, but I don't know what pants to wear. I don't know what shoes to wear. Like when I started parkour, I wasn't thinking. I was just like, fuck, I just want to go and do it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like a blessing and a curse. And again, like it's like if you want your sport to go that way, if you want your sport to go mainstream, you know.
For sure. Do you feel like as you've gotten older though, do you really care about the sort of overall health of the industry? Because that's one thing that I see with like BMX. When I was younger, it was more like I don't give a fuck what's popular or what's cool, you know, like fuck, like we just do this because we're hardcore. As I get older, I look at it more like a dad, where it's like, you know, I want to see this sport do well, regardless of, you know, how cool it is. Like if somebody gets into it and I don't think that they're the coolest person, it's kind of like, okay, whatever. Like if they're going to bring eyeballs, if they're going to make people pay attention to this, then who gives a shit?
Yeah, I wish parkour just like keeps growing and going all the right directions, but I don't have any control of it. Like dead ass. I don't have any, like, I can't control it. I'm just doing my thing and I hope it would inspire people, and just from my side. But I wish all the best. It's not like I don't give a fuck. I do. I really love that. It's like my baby.
Yeah.
Just like I grew up doing that. And it always make me happy when I see like, oh, Red Bull pick another athlete and stuff like that. I'm always happy. That means sport is growing.
Right.
And I hope it just continue growing.
Definitely.
But I don't know. I feel like you just need more people we need people that support people to do that. Because I feel like a lot of people don't, like a lot of parents, they wouldn't support their kids. And that's why we don't have these great athletes. You know, it's all about supporting and just like, I don't know, staying as a team. Everyone.
A lot of the kids that I knew growing up or whatever who were the best at BMX or skateboarding were the ones whose parents actually supported it. You know, drive them to the skate park, help them buy the parts that they need, etc. Whereas, like, if your parents aren't behind you, it's very difficult.
Yeah, it is. It is. Like they just like keep telling you to like, what are you doing? You should do something real with your life.
Yeah.
Just let me do what I love.
Yeah.
It's simple, but it's very hard.
Yeah, for sure. Are you part of like a parkour crew or anything?
Team Farang.
So that's like your hard. Have you been with them forever? Or?
Yeah, I've been with them 10 years.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like we have a little clothing line, and we used to film all these like show reels once a year type thing.
Right.
And now we kind of like spread because of COVID and all that, and like everyone lives in a different city, different country. We have a guy from Thailand, Australia, Germany, Japan.
Nice.
And I'm in LA, so we're all like all over the world.
Right.
But yeah, Team Farang, it's my people.
That's your affiliation.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, man, that's pretty dope. So has COVID changed everything in regards to this? Were you traveling a ton before that?
Yeah, I was traveling a lot, and I was actually excited. I was excited to stop traveling and move to LA and just kind of settle down, because I traveled from when I was 18 to when like I was 28. So I was traveling over 10 years, and just like got tired, because I wouldn't stay in one spot more than like 2 weeks. I would go somewhere, stay for 2 weeks, go somewhere else. I was a professional guest, I would call myself.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's fun.
Always a guest. It was
it's-
it was fun, and I got tired and like kind of moved here, and then COVID happened, and then I'm like, oh shit, now I can't do this.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, you know, sometimes like really the way to appreciate something is to lose it. Then you're like, oh.
All right, guys, so the No Jumper Clips channel right here. Make sure you subscribe. We just blasted past 30,000 subscribers. Our next goal is 50,000 subscribers. Please help us out and hit that red button. Thank you.